Has it ever happened to you when you want to buy a specific thing, let's say a car, and then suddenly you see this model of a car everywhere? And it's not happening just because your iPhone is listening to you. In fact, you know what? Let's play the game. Right now, think about an object, something unordinary that you don't see every day. Black swan, pink elephant, a football ball. I mean, if you're a football player, maybe not think about something different then. And write down in the comments what is your object. And I guarantee you, in few days, or maybe already today, you will start to see these objects appearing in your life. Pay attention, because this serendipities will start to happen in your life. In this video, I'm going to explain it's not really magic, it's how your brain works. There is a system in your brain called RAS, Reticular Activating System, that filters out the information that reaches your awareness. There are a lot of things simultaneously going on and happening. We humans cannot focus on everything. Otherwise, we will be even more overstimulated than we already are. Think about your RAS as a bouncer that stands in front of your mental club. So imagine the bouncer is standing in front of the door and decides what will pass through and reach your awareness. In a way, he does a face control, guided by a simple question: is it important for you right now? And how the bouncer decides is it important or no? Well, based on your beliefs, on your recent thoughts, on your recent focus, and even on your internal state. Are you feeling angry, disappointed, frustrated, or are you feeling expansion of gratitude, love, possibility, opportunity, and excitement for life? So the bouncer sees the thing and thinks, is it important for her right now based on everything that I just mentioned? And if the answer is yes, this thing enters into your awareness and you become aware of it. For example, you want to buy a specific car and suddenly you will start to notice those type of cars everywhere. Or if it's not important, then your RAS, the bouncer, will completely ignore it and you simply not gonna notice these things happening around you. That is why when we are in a bad mood, we notice more bad things, and when we are in a good mood, or when we are in a good mood, when we are in love, then we start to notice only beauty happening around us. So the bouncer, RAS, it's a cool name. It's like RAS, RAS. So the bouncer RAS, it doesn't create your reality, but it will dictate what from all the available reality you will notice and act upon. And that is why the saying that reality is the mirror of our own thinking is not so cheesy at all. It's actually true. And so the question here becomes, how do we expose ourselves more to the things that, instead of giving us anxiety and feeding us with doubts, they would enhance and make our life better? And the answer is by training our focus. And I have a free guide about how to direct your focus towards things that matter and propel you forward. The link is in the description of this video. And for you to understand even better and deeper the concept of your bouncer and how you can actually control it, I'm going to tell you the story. In my early 20s, I was partying a lot. I need to make another video about my party era and what it was all about actually. But look, the thing about me is that I'm a very multi-layered person. So when I was partying, I was going to the clubs where I was wearing a lot of makeup, high heels, and very like kind of blingy things. And at the same time, I really loved all alternative places. But the thing is, to be in the clubs where you kind of enter in high heels and there is a specific dress code, With the same dress code, you are not allowed to enter in more alternative places until bouncers, they just recognize that, okay, you are you and she is the exception. But the thing is that how they, and we can argue, is it like good to judge the person that way or not good? It doesn't matter. I'm just saying how it was. So very often when I was going to this alternative place as a pre-party before the real party, and the bouncer, he looked on me on my high heels and he's like, well, with these shoes, you should go to Coyote Fly, which is the name of the club. And it was like so frustrating. It's like, come on, like yesterday I was here in sneakers. You didn't have a problem with me. Why are you not letting me in? And look, while very often people take very personal the attitude from the bouncer who is coming in, who is not coming in, why you're dressed this way, why you're not dressed that way, there is nothing personal about it. There is a specific standards the club wants to meet and the bouncer just filtrates people, right? The same thing your RAS is doing. What comes into your awareness and what doesn't come into your awareness is based on the standards that you embody. Your thoughts, your beliefs, your attitudes, your fears, your inner states, the words that you keep repeating to yourself and to others throughout the day. So if you want more goodness coming into your mental club, you must reprogram your bouncer. Write down your goals to the smallest detail and don't be shy about that. Do neural loops. Do meditation where you visualize your desired future. Because this is how you're telling your RAS, hey, these things are VIP. Let them in. And then suddenly different opportunities, right people, different gigs, the ideas that align with your goal start to appear in your life. And even though it appears somewhat magical, meaning, oh my God, universe is giving it to me, actually you are giving it to yourself. So the question becomes, what are you programming your bouncer to notice? Problems or opportunities? Lack or abundance? In fact, write down in the comments, I'm programming my bouncer to notice abundance everywhere. And if you want to learn how to do that, go to check out my next video.